Today's video, I thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit about things that I regret buying as a new mother. Now, currently I'm in the middle of a move. Moving means you have to, well, move either your furniture, you have to sort through your clothes, you have to do lots of stressful things. And it's a very stressful time for most people in general. As I was sorting out through some things, I came across a lot of stuff that I realised I've never used. I wish I'd never bought it. I wish I'd never stressed about buying it. And things that, in my opinion, were a complete and utter waste of time and money. Everything I'm going to mention, I think, is only relevant if you are a first-time mum. There's so many things out there that is marketed to you as if you really flipping need it, when in reality, that is not the case. Number one, the snuzz pod that I think I showed you guys in one of my vlogs a long time ago. Literally, Hannah has slept in it about 4 times in her entire life. She's 8 months old, okay? Her entire life isn't that long. But for a baby that sleeps every night, she slept in it four times. That is it. For some reason, I had this idea like, yeah, I'm gonna feed the baby and I'm gonna put her down and she's gonna sleep and she's gonna be happy sleeping in that bed that she's never been in. Obviously not. She's a baby. She's just been born. She wants nothing but her mother. For the first 3 months, she slept nowhere other than on my chest or my stomach or on her dad's chest or stomach. Even if I was in my bed and I'd finished feeding her and I'd attempt to put her down beside me, no. She'd only sleep on me. And by the time she was okay to be put down, she was too big for the snuzz pod. Not too big weight-wise, but she was too tall, so she likes to stretch her arms out and then she'd just be touching the sides of it. So I can only imagine she felt a little bit imprisoned in it. If you are pregnant and you're a new mum and you're like starting to do up the room and all of that and you're getting a nappy changing table, which brings me on to my next one, stop. Life with a newborn is not what you think of it, and everything you've bought is most likely barely going to be used. So, number 2, a nappy changing table slash station. I was completely adamant to buy one. I was like, where are we going to change nappies? I need somewhere where I can put the nappies in neat stacks and the pseudo cream and the wipe, and I can go and change her there every time she needs changing. Yeah, right. Guys, you end up changing the baby's nappy anywhere. Nowhere is exempt except for like a hard floor, obviously. The changing table, thank God we returned it. First of all, it takes up too much room. You're gonna use it once, maybe once, but when you realize how much a newborn baby poos and wheezes and needs a nappy change in general, you will not make the trip to the changing station every single time. In those newborn days, literally she was going through 15 to 20 nappies a day. Trust me, you're not going to go to that station in your house and be all neat and proper and change nappy. No, you ain't. You're going to do it there and then on the sofa, mate. Whatever's easier for you and whatever's easier for baby. Plus, every time I put Hannah down on the changing table or the changing mat even, screams the place down. Absolutely screams the place down. Next complete waste of money is going to be one of those dummy sterilizer boxes thing. They're like massive round plastic tubs that you put dummies in with hot water and whatever else it does to sterilize it. Complete waste of time and money. Obviously, as a new mum, you think about all the hygiene stuff, like I need to get the sterilizer because how else am I going to sterilize dummies, right? I don't know why I was so dumb. You can just sterilize with boiling water that you boil yourself. And let me tell you something else. For me, dummies, waste of money. I literally went out and bought like 20 newborn dummies. She didn't even take a dummy until she was at least 4 months old, and that was one specific dummy that she took. She doesn't even take it now. When I give her a dummy, she plays with it. She investigates it with her hands. So definitely buy a dummy to try if you want to try dummies, fine. But don't go out and buy 20 until you know if your baby is going to be a dummy baby or not. Next thing that is a complete waste of money, the Mamaroo. Okay, I don't want to be too harsh on this product because it's actually not a bad product. It's actually quite good in terms of like a, you know, a baby rocking slash baby chair to sit. It's advertised that it's going to really help soothe babies and it's going to really help babies go to sleep, stuff like that. It probably does with most babies, but with Hannah, it really didn't. There's no way she was going to sleep in it. She'd look at me, she'd cry, she'd want to be picked up again. And it is quite a pricey product, so, and now I have it and she's too big for it. Again, when I was pregnant, I just thought in my head, on my tick list was a baby chair. And me being a new mum, wanting the best for my child, I was like, I need to get the Mamaroo because it's expensive and it's gonna help her and she's gonna be the most comfortable in it. Trust me, you could probably go and get anyone and they'd be fine in it. Having said that, it did actually help me a lot when I started to wean her, because I'd put her in that chair because she was a bit too young to have a high chair, so I'd put her in there to introduce food. Next thing that was a complete waste of money, and I'm yet to open it, is cloth diapers, guys. When I was pregnant, I was like, I'm gonna be one of those mums that has cloth diapers, and I never even got around to opening them. I literally have a new pack right here. I thought it would be easier because I wouldn't have to keep buying nappies. I thought I would be able to just take away the lining that you have in the cloth diaper and chuck that, and she'd be able to keep the outer one on, so it would be easier to change and less rubbish, less waste in general. But when she was born and I obviously went into that motherhood stage not knowing anything about it beforehand, you don't realize, like I said before, you don't realize how much babies go to the toilet, and you're really not going to be able to wash that many nappies in a day for a little baby to pee and shit in. I would say if you are a new mum and you're looking into it, don't go out and buy a whole massive pack, because they're not cheap, by the way. Obviously it will save you in the long run, but don't go out and buy a massive pack just yet. Wait till your baby's born, wait for like 2 days and see what you want to do. Okay, the next thing you must not do if you're a new mum, guys, is go out and spend crap loads of money on cute newborn clothing. Obviously do a little bit of it. You can't stop yourself from doing that. Everybody has to go through that, you know. Everybody has to buy cute clothes for the baby and everything. You can't deprive yourself of that. But please, don't go out and buy crap loads of it all in the tiny newborn size, because honestly, they grow so quickly, it's ridiculous. I had no idea until I had a baby of how quickly they grow, and I ended up with bags and bags of newborn clothes with the tags still on. I don't know what it is with the sizes in a lot of, or maybe I just have a big baby, but a lot of the sizes I don't think are true to majority of baby sizes. Even the clothes that we have used on her, she's worn them once, twice, max. Once the cute picture is done, you literally stick them back in a baby grow or something super comfortable for the baby and for yourself, something that's easy to change them, something you don't care about getting dirty, because babies get dirty so easy, by the way. Big toys for little babies are the most pointless thing on the planet. Okay, whenever I go to a toy shop or whatever, there's a bee. Oh my god, I find it so difficult not to buy loads of stuff for Hannah, but I've learned to try and pick out toys that will last her for a long time. Toys that she can play with now, but she can also play with when she's a bit older. Pointless big toys that end up taking over the whole house and are not used. Remember, kids get bored super easily. I bought her one of those jumperoo things because she started to want to stand up a lot. She used it for about a month, and that's it, and now it's just taken over my living room. This great big ugly jungle looking jumper thing. She used it for a month. Even if she wanted to continue using it, she can't, because she's too big for it now as well. She's too tall. Like, we put it on the highest notch and her feet are still fully flat on the floor when they should be on tiptoes, so she can't use it even if she wanted to, which is a shame. So it's a waste of money. Last but certainly not least, guys, don't stress out about having to do a nursery. I stressed and I used the smallest room in the house, which is just behind this wall, to start making Hannah a nursery. I put an armchair in there. I thought I'll breastfeed her in there, and then when I've breastfed her, I'll put her in her snuzz pod crib. Then I'll go downstairs and cook something. I'm gonna be one of those mums. Yeah, right, Dina. And I even got her a cupboard to hang her clothes up and to put her things in. The cupboard was good. I needed the cupboard. But the idea of having a whole room for a baby who is not gonna hang out in that room ever, neither you or the baby are gonna be in that room. Even me, I didn't even sit in that room once to breastfeed. I didn't. I would sit in front of the telly, wherever it's comfortable for me. There's no way I was gonna get up every time she needed breastfeeding to sit in an armchair upstairs in a little room, because that's my breastfeeding chair. I don't think so. Don't stress out about it, guys, until your baby's a little bit older. You know, when they're crawling, when they start walking and they start knowing their toys. One thing I would say is worth buying a lot of, loads of books. That's the one thing that I can get out when she's bored of her toys and she's whining. Whenever I get a new book out and I turn the page, the excitement in her face is real. You guys remember when you were kids having your favorite story and stuff? Kids don't get bored of it. Anyway, guys, I'm sure there's plenty more things that is a waste of money. If you guys have your suggestions for other new mums, leave them below. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and till next time, bye!